to. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. We're back, y'all. I sincerely hope that this stream turns out better than the last two streams I recently did. I have to plug in my controller again. Because I refuse to play this game with the mouse. Absolutely not. That's just a me thing. I can't play this game with a mouse. What was that sound? Nothing? That sound is nothing? Okay, great. Sorry, my computer just made a noise. I don't know why there's no music playing. I personally couldn't care less if there's music playing. It gives me more space to talk. I don't know where the settings are. I have to turn this music. I can't. Sorry. I love you guys, but I have to turn down the music. I can't. Can't focus on nothing. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna do this part with my mouse because I feel like it's easier. Yeah, I want to do the Meadowlands farm. I don't care about crops. I want to abuse the goat cheese market. Little berry, little baby. What should our name be? What should our name be? Whatever. We'll just make it. We'll just make it our name. I figured this game was old enough that it would actually. I need to capitalize that L. That it would actually work for me streaming, but it's also well known enough and like there's enough stuff to it that I can actually commentate on it more than Plants vs Zombies. So we're gonna hope that works. What do we name our farm? Let me just open up this book reel here. I know exactly what we're naming our farm. If none of you understand that, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to be around you if you don't know who Joseph Grimaldi is. Like, even a little bit. If that name doesn't even ring a little bit of a bell for you. Absolutely not. Yeah. You don't even know who Joseph Grimaldi is. This is not I am not the streamer for you if you don't know anything about clowns. Actually, we're going to go with my favorite clown. Yeah, that's my favorite clown, all right. All this hair is low-key kind of ugly. what kind of hair? See, because it'll look cute from the front or the sides or the back, but it won't look cute all. No, that's about what it looks like. Let's get ourselves a cute little shirt. I like that. I hate the color. Is there anything purple? I like purple. Pink will work. Sorry, the door just opened. Green. And then we want purple. That's barely purple. That's purple, alright. That's Madeline's farm. We're gonna watch the intro together. It'll be like our favorite show. That blue screen scared me a little bit. I thought I broke something. Look at us. We're in our little bus. You know what? I ship that bus driver. I ship the bus driver that we just saw with Pam. I feel like they'd love each other. Why do I have two different streams for two different... What is going on with whatever? I don't even care. I don't even care. We'll just live. Hello, you must be Ely. I am. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis has sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. I have played this game so many times without watching the intro that I've forgotten everything about the intro. Far inside over here if you'll follow me. Did I accidentally skip the intro? Yeah, I did. Whoops. This is Grimaldi Farm. Heck yeah, it is. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. Little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. Yeah, and here we are, your new home. Ah, the new farmer. It's real nice that we already have so many logs in our little house shed that we can never access. I'm Lewis, mayor of the Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. It's really not. I don't like Lewis. I don't like Lewis. I don't like Pierre. The only thing about Pierre that I like is the fact that I'm pretty sure he's referencing Piero. Grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house. Very rustic. You know what's also rustic? The gold freaking statue you just have for some reason. I want mac and cheese. I just started craving mac and cheese. And like the bad school made kind. Rustic, that's one way to put it. At least Robin's honest. Crusty. It is. Rude. I'm not used to playing on a screen that's this big. I'm used to playing on a tiny little laptop screen. Or if I am playing on a TV, I'm used to being like 12 feet away from the TV. It's weird playing this close to it. You should get some rest. I will be getting rest. Tomorrow you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. I probably won't be doing that. Townspeople would appreciate that. I don't care. I will... There is only 2 townspeople that I care about beyond... Actually, there's only 3 townspeople that I care about. Also, I'm gonna let y'all guess which bachelor/bachelorette I typically main. I'm gonna let y'all guess. I won't spoil it until I get to the point. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. That's creepy. That's creepy. It's convenient, but it's creepy. Stardew Valley is such a nice game. And since we chose the Meadowlands farm, instead of giving us parsnip seeds, we get hay. I'm so used to Minecraft, so I press my bumpers when I'm trying to switch between items. Yep. Yep. I know these controls real well. My character is so cute. Although with the recent update, they nerfed how good the tree saplings were. So befriending Caroline to me at this stage isn't really worth it. I do know that since it's the first day, I do need to spend time collecting enough wood to make a chest. I need to do that. By the way that I play Stardew Valley isn't the most optimal. It's like a nice in between being a noob at the game and like being optimal about it. Also, I am the worst person that ever lived when it comes to fishing. So, for this stream, I'm either going to cheat and get an animal with a weird name for Marnie to get everything that I need for the community center, or the community center is just never going to get done. Or if it is going to get done, it's going to get done in like 7 years from now. Alright, this seems like a good enough amount of space. Clay. We need clay. Darn it, what's the pattern for clay? Yeah. No, my clay. Darn tree. It's in my way. The soundtrack for this game is phenomenal, by the way. I don't like how yellow the ground is. Eventually, when I start feeling like it, I'm gonna start downloading mods for this game again. Where's a pond? I need pond. I need pond. Water. I need water. Oh, I already have water. What is wrong with me? I shouldn't have done that. I just wasted energy on that. But, alas. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at me. I made a perfect 5x5 square. Yeah. Anyway. I like how pretty the pixel art in this game is. It makes me want to make my own game. As weird as that is. Yep, we've almost got enough for a treasure chest. Yep, we got enough. But we don't have enough for 2, so I'm not going to put 1 in here just yet. I'm probably going to take down this tree and then put it there. Right next to my house. Alright, then we're going to craft a chest. We don't have enough room for anything. We'll get rid of the sap. We don't really need the sap. I don't know how to drop things in this game, so we're just going to have to deal with it. We're going to put all that down in there. And then we're going to go get more seeds from Pierre. Yeah. Also, fully expect my barnyard animals to be named after community art characters. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Harvey, the local doctor. I understand how people thirst after Harvey. I don't personally. I feel like the mustache kind of ruins it for him. I feel like he's way too old for me. But all the more power to you. I understand how people thirst for Haley as well. She's not my type, so I don't really care about her. But hi Leah. Leah's cool. I feel like she doesn't have much to her. Hi Carolyn. I love you. That's right. I heard someone news. Yes, they are. Hello, Pierre. As many parsnips needs. 2. What's 25 minus 2? It's 23. All right, that's good enough. We got enough that we need for there. I like how all the sprites look just like a tad bit fugly. I don't like Penny. There is one character that I hate in this game the most. It's Penny. If I could get negative hearts with a character, it would be Penny. I hate Penny so much. I don't remember which heart event it is, but I know that there's one heart event where she moves George. George has a wheelchair, by the way, out of the way to like help him get his mail. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And also, she's mean. She's just mean, and I don't like her. More foraging. The more things that we forage, the more things that we can sell. I'm not going to sell that just yet because I need it for one of the community center bundles. I'm also going to be needing enough of wood to get that, preferably before Sunday because I think that that's when things reset. I don't know when the last day that things reset is, but alas. My AC is starting to make me cold again. Hi, Jody. See, Jody, I feel like if I was really in Stardew Valley, I would just barely be acquaintances with Jody. I don't like her that much. There's nothing wrong with her. I just don't like her. You shouldn't be talking to strangers, children. That kid is a weird one. Fun fact, when I first started playing this game, I genuinely, in genuine and earnest, thought that chopping down trees and selling the wood was more profitable than planting crops. Like buying seeds to plant crops. I genuinely thought that. In genuine, I thought that. Anyway, the custard that I made last night, it was a baked custard. It wasn't a stirred custard that I made before. I've made stirred custard. I think that's what it's called. It's when you make the custard in a pot instead of putting it in the oven. Well, you make most of the stuff that goes into the custard in the pot, and then you have to temper it, and it's a whole thing, and whatever. I made baked custard. I feel like it could have been baked a little bit more, and I feel like I could have used a lot less egg white in it because it had a very eggy taste to it that mostly went away when it chilled overnight, but it didn't go away completely. Oh, I just messed with that tree. My bad, fam. So yeah, I'm definitely going to need to fix that. Anyway, my birthday's coming up, and I was thinking that I might make a red velvet cake, but like an actual red velvet cake, like a real red velvet cake that that doesn't use dye. Fun fact if you didn't know about red velvet cake, regular red velvet cake. Okay, so back in the day, red velvet cake was called red velvet cake because the acidity in the cocoa powder that was used mixed with the vinegar slash buttermilk, and it did something to the cocoa and the flour, and it made the cake turn this very dark, slightly reddish color. Sorry, I have to fix one of my clowns. Why doesn't she like to sit down? She has a plush body, but this clown doll, she has a plush body, but her limbs are made out of ceramic and her head's made out of ceramic. And she doesn't like to sit down completely because of how she was stuffed. So it's very annoying to find a place to put her that doesn't involve putting her up against a wall because I don't really have a wall. But there we go. That works. Oh goodness, what was I saying? Right, revel cake. But nowadays there's Dutch processed cocoa, which takes most of the acidity out of the cocoa powder, which means that the reaction that used to happen with the cocoa powder and the vinegar doesn't happen anymore. And what people did was they just put a bunch of red food dye in it to make it look like red velvet cake without any of the actual velvet. Because it was called red velvet cake because it was velvety and had like. It was soft and it was delicious. And I don't think I've ever had one, but it sounds wonderful. Also, cream cheese frosting. It's okay. You shouldn't have too much cream cheese frosting cuz then it just tastes bad. It's a very overpowering thing that I don't think suits a red velvet cake very much cuz you're barely tasting the chocolate. Especially if it's like a new red velvet cake, a fake red velvet cake if you will. But whatever. Pet the birds. They still have hay, so I'm not all that too worried about that. I don't know if we can go fishing yet. Maybe. Yeah, we can go fishing. Heck yeah. So we're going to put these in here and go down to the fishing area. And I know what you're thinking. Why on earth do you still have your hoe if you're trying to maximize the amount of stuff you have? And a dandelion. We need that. We need that for the bundle. Another one. Okay. We need that for the bundle. And I know what you're thinking. Why on earth do you still have your hoe if you're trying to maximize the amount of fish you can hold because of whatever reason? Whatever reason I was thinking of. See, the answer to that is because I also plan on getting clay while I'm down there. Because I'm not that good at fishing. What do you want? Yay, quest. I don't care. Anyway. I love this game. Expect me to be playing this game a lot more. Especially after I inevitably finish Kindergarten 3. Alright, back to what we were doing. I've already seen this thing. I don't know if I plan on skipping it or not. I might. It depends on how. I like how relaxing the wave sounds are with the waves. It's very nice. Miss heard this was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. Ah, I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally said not to buy me a new rod. How much was that rod that you had to be out on sea for a month to buy it? And like finally save up enough for it. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. Hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. You received a bamboo pole. And cold. I'll also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. Heh. Heh. That's what my old pappy used to say anyway. Why would you buy my fish? Because obviously you sell fish for a living. So why are you buying fish from me to presumably sell to your seller for a presumably higher price? Who's your seller, Willie? Where can I sell my fish for a higher price? That's my question. Yeah, this is taking too long. I'm too impatient. I'm gonna comb the beach a little bit. Really? Come on. I didn't bring my pickaxe, so I'm not gonna be doing this in the most oh? In the most efficient way. Darn. Well, we have enough clay for a silo, so I'm gonna stop bothering for that for now and try and collect enough wood to fix that bridge and start foraging. I know that the most efficient way to do this is to fish a bunch, sell the fish, and just wait until the strawberry festival to buy up the strawberry seeds. But as I said before, I don't do things the most efficient way. I do it whatever way I feel makes me happiest. And if mindlessly digging holes in a beach makes me happy, that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, let's get our stuff. Axe. Who? Boop, boop, boop. Actually, why not just boop? I can't tell if the bird sounds that I'm hearing are in this game or outside of my window. It's gonna be funny if anybody watches this. Like, what bird sounds are you talking about? And I'm gonna sound like a crazy person. Speaking of crazy people, I recently just watched the Disney's The Princess and the Frog. So good. It's such a good movie. Such a good movie. Yeah, calm down. I'm not exhausted yet. Okay, with my aim, I might as well be, but bless me. Okay, I'm not exhausted just yet, so I'm going to go down here and fill up my watering can real quick. That way I won't have to do it in the morning. Oh, calm down. Ooh, more seeds. I like wild seeds because they're free. And there's not much else for me to do, so I'm going to go to bed. Wonder if it's going to rain tomorrow. Heck yeah, Pookie. Which means that it's the perfect day for fishing. I love the sounds in this game. I could listen to the sounds of this game for a long while. Actually, I should probably be focused on getting wood. Yeah, I'm going to start focusing on getting wood. Whoops. This game is so relaxing and calming. The mines are the worst part about this game. No, they're not a bad part about this game. I just don't like mining. I don't like fighting. That's the thing. I don't like fighting at all. This is a low-key a beat. I like the little subtle changes in the tree stumps as you like beat on them. I am holding back taking a nap, by the way, you guys. Just for you. Yep. And then once we collect a decent amount of wood, because I do want money. Actually, I might wait till we get enough money to buy the beginner rod. That way I can increase my level of fishing. I don't know how much money it costs, though. I am useless at this game if I don't have the wiki. You have no idea. I like that they have a little organizing. Yep. Organizing thing. Wonder if I can go and collect leeks and what. How nice of it to block my path entirely. Yep, I'm gonna go see if they have any leeks. Or horseradishes. Yeah, horseradish. And a leek. Heck yeah. And another leek. Heck yeah. Any more horseradish? Worcestershire. I know that the mines are still gonna be blocked off, but yeah, more leeks. I know that I'm a bit of a quiet streamer and that I don't talk much, but some people like that, probably. Hopefully. It's so calming when there's rain. I'm not going to get all of these weeds because I want them to grow back quicker. Same with these over here. Not going to get all of them. Wednesday is one of my favorite days of the week. That and Thursday. I can't even go into the mines yet. What are you doing asking me for ores? And unless you want me to buy them from you and then you inspect them. Okay, I get it. We're tired. Calm down. Honestly, it is so like me to go to bed at like 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Why does it say the broadcast I was watching is ended? It shouldn't be saying that the broadcast that I'm watching is ended. I'm broadcasting. My phone's acting up again. What is going on with my Twitch thing? Because it keeps saying that. Hang on. Because it keeps stopping the broadcast and then starting the broadcast again, and I don't know why. Hang on. I'm gonna quit playing this for a minute, and we're just gonna. Yeah. Bye.